Hey everyone, it's Lindsay from My Crafty Plans. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another plan with me in my Erin Condren Daily Duo. I am just 100% all in on this planner. I have absolutely been loving it. I am so glad that I decided to buy one of these mid-year. I was really nervous about it, but I have just absolutely been loving this planner and daily planning so much. So really excited to share the new style of plan as I go. Plan with me is with you again this time. So if you already saw, my last video was my weekly overview layout in my Agendio custom planner, and today's video is going to be in my daily duo. It's currently Sunday the 7th and I'm ready to set up for Monday, and then I will be back every single day to plan in my daily duo. And once this video is over, you will see a full week of spreads in here. I will probably again do a combination of sped up plan with me's and talk through plan with me's just to keep the video a reasonable length and have fun mixing up my style just depending on what the day brings. I have an incredibly busy work week this week and I love doing plan as I go during a really busy week because I feel like it provides so much accountability when I have to come on here and let you know what I did or did not get done. So I'm really excited about that. I decided to go with the same colors and aesthetic as in my functional planner. So you've already seen what that full spread looks like, but here is what the base looks like at the beginning of the week. And I used some Scribble Prints Co. stickers in there to plan for the week. And I actually do have the stickers out. I may pull some in throughout the week. We'll see what happens. But if not, I've got all of these gorgeous Simply Gilded washies in lots of like fun tie-dye summer colors and some matching pens, mild liners, and dot markers. And I'm really excited. I also, you may have noticed on my last video, didn't do a habit tracker on the side, on my sidebar. So I decided to try something else this week. And I actually have this Erin Condren sticky note habit tracker that came in the summer seasonal surprise box. I got it in that box when I bought the box and I hadn't used this at all yet, so I decided to give it a try. So I've got my habits all written down here and I'm gonna just give that a try instead. So my game plan is to kind of just like move this to the opposite day of what I'm on. So the first day of the week will be Monday, and so I'm gonna keep this on Tuesday, and then on Tuesday I can move it over to Monday, and then on Wednesday I can move it over to the back side of this. The other thing that I was thinking of trying out for this week, and this is by no means necessary, but we do get this blank page in between the weeks. It's after every Sunday, so the days of the week are always on the same page in this planner. So after every Sunday, you get a blank page that can be used for notes, reflections, a weekly overview, whatever you want to do with that. And if you saw my Moxie Life Speed Plan with me, which is up here as a short, and it's also on Instagram as a reel, I had a lot of fun setting that up with stencils, and I'm just in the mood to do some more stenciling. So I have these stencils that I got on Amazon Prime Day. I do believe that these were in my last haul. They were like seriously, I think it was $7 for 16 sheets on Amazon, and even post Prime Day sale, they're not very expensive. I can link them if you're interested, but I have been having a lot of fun with these, so I thought maybe I would play around with some stencils to set up some kind of like notes, overview, whatever you want to call it, section for this page. Obviously, it's not super necessary because I do have a full planner that is a weekly overview, but I'm just in the mood to have some fun. So I'm going to do that as a speed through, and then I will be back to plan Monday. I ended up setting this up as like a weekly overview page, so I am going to draw out a box for each day of the week. But then after I set this up, I was initially not sure what I was going to use it for, and then I completely forgot that I had set this up until like late in the week when I was like flipping through the planner to look for something else, and then I remembered that I had set this up. So I actually end up using it as a weekly overview spread for the following week, which means it obviously could have been on the page that's after the Sunday at the end of the week instead of before the week, but I had already drawn it out, and so I just ended up filling it out for then, better than wasting the cute little spread that I'm going to set up here. I just have been having so much fun with stencils lately, and I was just really in the mood to use them. I definitely don't need a weekly overview in here because I am using another planner for that currently. But if I was ever not going to use my planner as my other planner as a weekly overview, and I just wanted to switch to one planner, that's totally what I would use this page for. I find it really helpful to have a weekly overview and like a place where you can assign tasks to and all of that kind of stuff. But just because I already have that, I didn't really need it. But it was actually super helpful to have for the following week because I ended up filling it out like while we were at the beach, and I didn't have my weekly overview planner with me. I just bring this with me when I travel. So I ended up just jotting down a few things because I had a lot of appointments and stuff like that for the following week. And they were just kind of weighing heavily on my mind, and sometimes it just makes me feel better to just get it out on paper, and then I can have like a glance at what my week was, and it was just kind of stressing me out over the weekend. So I ended up filling this out then and then felt better about it. It just makes me feel more organized. I did put in my top 3 priorities for this week in there, and I don't end up covering that or changing it or anything, so that doesn't really match the rest of the spread, but it's totally fine. I used what I drew out, just not how I originally intended. So now on to Monday. Let's start strong with some really shimmery washi from Simply Gilded. This is the newest Galaxy Bow from the summer release, and it's got like an overlay effect. I think they call it iridescent bubble is what she called it, but it just has like this little, I mean, I guess that's a fairly good way to describe it. It's got like this sparkly bubble, but it is silver foil. Really pretty, and the whole Galaxy set came like this, and I do have the whole Galaxy set pulled out. I have other washes pulled out as well here. I just think this is really, really fun and pretty, and I want to use this first. We are on the 8th, and it is going to be outrageously hot, which is not remotely shocking at this point. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's almost everywhere, but this has just been such a hot summer. So it is going to be another scorcher. We've got 90. And I actually have a dentist appointment. So that is the top section. I had a video up yesterday, which was Play With Me, so no video today. I'm gonna grab a little bit more washi. And actually, since I didn't have, since I didn't need that whole section, I think maybe I'll even use the bigger Galaxy washi. I mean, the smaller Galaxy washi, not a 5mm roll, because usually I would put like a 5mm roll there. Again, this is a very pretty set. Okay, and actually I'll add in a little down here as well. I've been trying to pick stuff that matches with like the monthly color in here, which is like this kind of mauve-y color, and this actually looks really nice with it. I totally forgot about this week because I was trying to match the kit and just have some fun with it, but it does actually, this works out perfectly if I could cut straight. Okay, so first things first, I like to start with things that I know, like if they're time specific. So I have a dentist appointment at 12. I always get really nervous before I go to the dentist, not because I don't like it. I love the feeling of clean teeth, but I've had, if you have watched my channel for a while, I've had a lot of problems with my teeth over the years, and I had pregnancy-induced gingivitis with all 3 of my kids. I haven't been pregnant in a while. My youngest is 2.5, but it just takes a really long time for your teeth to recover from that, and it's like so difficult. I have 2 different prescription toothpastes. I have like a whole mess of stuff. And the last time I went, I actually graduated. I had been going 4 times a year, like pretty much since I started having kids with all of the problems. And last time I was there, they told me I could start coming 3 times a year instead of 4 times a year. So like every 4 months instead of every 3 months. So this is the first time that I'm going where it's been 4 months instead of 3 months. So we'll see how things go. Then the other 2 things that are always, you know, at the same time, we've got the carpool. And then we can add in our wake up routines. I just find that it's easier to like kind of put in the stuff that's either at a specific time or that's the same every day, and that way you can see what like your other obligations are. Now, if I had meetings all day, obviously this would be like a no-brainer to make a schedule, but I don't have a lot of structure in my actual day, so it's really helpful to kind of sketch this out. And I've said this before, but even if I don't follow it exactly, like the point is not to be to down to the minute here, or even honestly the hour, but it just helps me sketch out and visualize all of the things that I need to get done in a day, and like map them to a specific time. It creates some structure in my day. And, there are definitely days where I just don't feel like doing any of it. And, sometimes that's fine, but I like to have this in. It's been really, really helpful. And if I do decide not to follow it, I don't like go back and redo it or anything like that. This is set it and, well, not forget it, because I do come back and look at it, but set it and leave it alone. Okay, so most of my day is going to be devoted to work. Okay, then depending what I'm able to get done in the morning, which hopefully a lot, we will have like a little session down here. Okay, bed is actually first, but that wasn't a lot of space, and bed is the shortest word, so that's just making my bed. I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow night. It's just depending on how much work I get done, because if I don't get enough done during the day, then I have to come back and do it at night. So that's pretty much it here. Then I've got some to-dos. Okay, so I will add through the list throughout the day, and then I think in this section I am going to do a little quote. Well, I just decided to try that out. It was fun, but I actually think I like my own handwriting better than the stencil, which is actually a really nice feeling. So that's a thing. I was gonna write hustle, but I was like, I feel like I write hustle in here like all of the time, and I don't even know why. So I just wrote let's go. All right, and then I just wrote, the reason why we're having this hustle. And I think I'm gonna grab a little bit of yellow washi. Basically, I have this work thing that I do once per quarter, and it's like, it's a larger thing that I do for my regular work project once per quarter, and I started it at the same time I always did, but I completely forgot about that this project needed to happen until like a day or two before it was supposed to start work on it. So I don't know why, because I still started it on time. I'll be able to finish it on time, no problem. So it's not like it impacted anything, but because I had forgotten about it, it just seems like really intense and hustly, if that makes sense. So anyway, that's what we're dealing with. That is my Monday. I will be back hopefully Monday afternoon to set up for Tuesday. Hey, so it is Monday afternoon. I have beyond hit diminishing returns on my ability to do any work. So I am just gonna tackle a couple of things, get set up for tomorrow, and then kind of zone out for a few days. For a few minutes before I go pick up the kids at camp. So I'm gonna move these things all over to Wednesday, because I just can't process that right now. So I'm planning on waking up early to write tomorrow, and I do my best work that way, and plus I'm gonna have the baby tomorrow, but I can take like a couple of pictures right now because that'll be fine. I did do some I did do like plenty of work today. I did a lot, and also the dentist took a little bit longer than I was expecting because I actually had to see the dentist, not just have a cleaning, which again, not that part, but like I just feel like that's been the story of my life, is just things taking longer than I think they're gonna take lately. Okay, so anyway, I'm just trying to think if there's any more to-dos for today. I might try and do a little more work in the evening. I'll see how I'm feeling, and then maybe some editing, so I'll put that on. And then I just want to have a good tidy up because the kids did a really bad job with it this morning, and we were just having a little bit of a morning, and I don't know, I think that's kind of it. So I will leave that there. If I think of anything else, I will add it in. Oh, let me look. Yeah, so if I think of anything else, I will add it back and I will let you know. But for right now, I think that's it. And I am going to go ahead and set up Tuesday. So I'm going to move this over for just a second while I set that up. And because I am really exhausted and I feel like I'm incoherent right now, so I am going to set Tuesday up as a speed plan with me. So I will be back in a minute. So I started out as I usually do with the washi at the top, and then going to put in the weather and like my appointment / reminder for the day. But I put the weather and stuff too close to the calendar, and I just didn't like the way it looked. So I ended up whiting it out, and then I like whited out a little bit into the calendar. So I decided to just cover the whole thing and put a sticker there. This is actually the first time I've covered up the calendar on this. When I bought this planner, I really thought that I would cover it up almost every day because I don't understand why there's a little calendar printed every day. But so far I've mostly just ignored it. I put in a top 3 for the day, mostly just my work stuff. And then I wanted to make sure I checked on the plants because it had been super hot and I had forgotten to water them the day before. And then also I just wanted to get my admin list together for the rest of the week. I was just feeling like a little bit discombobulated and behind at this point, but everything worked out okay. And then while I had the stickers out, I decided to throw a little piece of deco over the date there. I do think that that looks really cute. So my plan for the day, which I did, I was to wake up super early and write. And basically when I do that is I get up at like 5 or 5:30 and just start writing right away, like before I make bed, before I even make coffee or do anything like that. And then usually at some point while I'm doing that, my lovely husband will bring me coffee, and then I can just work until like around 7 or a little bit before 7. And then I go take over the morning with the kids so that my husband can shower and get ready for work and all that good stuff. So since it was a Tuesday, I also had the baby home with me, so I left a space to put in whatever activity we were going to do for the day. And then my game plan for her nap time was just to work the whole time through and just try and get as much of my draft done as possible. It was due the following day, and there's no set time that it's due at, but from past experience, I know that the earlier in the day that I get it in, the better, because it's quite a long thing and it has to go through 2 rounds of edits before it publishes, and we were trying to publish on Thursday, so I wanted to get it to the editors nice and early. So I separated my to-do list between home stuff and specific work tasks, where I just like broke down the elements remaining in my project left. And I like the way that that worked for this day, since it was really like a very dual focus kind of a day. Okay, so my camera cut out at the end there. Sorry about that. I thought I had turned it back on, but apparently I didn't. So that is my setup for Tuesday, and I will be back tomorrow afternoon again to set up for Wednesday, and I will let you know how this turns out as well, just like I did today. So I will be back soon. Okay, so it is Tuesday. It's about 2:45, so I just finished like a huge chunk of the work that I needed to get done, and I'm in really good shape. I still have one more section that I need to write before I can send it to editing, and that needs to be done by like tomorrow morning. So what I'm gonna do is set up my planners now for tomorrow, and then if I have time, I'm gonna go back and start writing, but otherwise I will pick that up later or tomorrow. But in the meantime, the baby and I did some yoga this morning, some chores, and like a lot of like garden food prep. So we harvested stuff from our little container garden, a bunch of herbs, and made like a bunch of different sauces and herbs and oil and all of that stuff. And she's a really good kitchen helper. She's like 2.5, but I feel like she's advanced for kitchen helping. So that was nice. Plus she just enjoys it and we had fun. It's so hot out, so we did not feel like being outside. And then we just did some regular playtime and all that kind of stuff too. So no really one central activity or anything, but that is what we are looking like here. I'm doing my pending list now. This is what my Monday ended up looking like. So I didn't really add anything else to Monday. I just went ahead and highlighted the things that I didn't get to because I wanted to just make a note of that. And then I also have some stuff here, which this I will do tonight. And I do need to set up a giveaway on Instagram. So this is my little work list that I'm working on. And then I just also made a list of pictures and stuff that I had meant to take. And I actually meant to take it on Monday, but still haven't done it. So I will probably actually do that right after I film this before I go back to work. So that is where we're at with Tuesday. Now we can set up for Wednesday. So the kids are all in camp on Wednesday. Oh, so actual first things first is a washi. I don't know what it is about just having a little bit of washi at the top and the bottom that just really seems to bring the spread together. Oh, it's supposed to be much cooler tomorrow. That is fantastic. So I've been using this top section. I put in the weather, and I like just doing this one day in advance because then it's pretty accurate, although even still, sometimes I feel like the weather can surprise you. But it's only going to go up to 88 tomorrow. That's like positively freezing. It's been so hot this summer. And then I actually have a good deal of stuff going on. Okay, so I've got a couple of work things going on here. So we're going to go. I've got a call, and I've also got my draft due. And then I also have a video. This will have been my Simply Gilded warehouse sale unboxing. If you have not seen that yet, you can check it out. And I also show my entire washi collection in that video because I had to add like 2.5 new drawers from that, or maybe even a little bit more. And I reorganized all my washi, so that was fun. Okay, so that's my top section, and then let's go with a little schedule. So I have a feeling I'm gonna do another early morning to write. Even if I get some more of my stuff done this afternoon, there's no way I'm gonna finish it. So I'm gonna go and try and do like another hour of writing, which I could probably finish it then to get that off to editing first thing in the morning. Then afterwards, we still do the whole morning routine. Then, oh, I was like, I squeezed that in because for some reason I was thinking that's 8:30, but whatever, it's fine. Carpool. And carpool. Okay, so my work call is at 11:30. Now, I'm gonna come back to my calendar here in just a second. So basically, if I can finish my writing in time, like in my morning session, and then I won't have to work on it after I drop the kids off. And but I have the other big thing that I need to handle tomorrow is like an admin calendar session, and I have just a massive list of things that I need to get through for that. So I actually think that I don't know whether to put that in like the general to-do section or if I should make like an admin box, but I feel like it's like most of what I need to get done tomorrow, so maybe I'll just save the space at the top and I'll work my way up from the bottom here. Okay, so that's the list. It's essentially the whole task list. I actually think I'm gonna use a sticker. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit of washi there, and then I'm gonna cover that with a glitter header to make a label for this section. And I plan to do all of this stuff all at once in like one calendar session. That's what I call it. And it's just, a lot of these are phone calls, which I absolutely cannot stand being on the phone. And honestly, it'll probably only take me like about an hour to get through all of it, but like, it's just, you got to build it up in your head and you just do it. So I'm going to just put that in. So then I have 3 spaces for other to-dos, which is not a lot, but you know, we will be okay. I can always add more stuff at the bottom too if I need to. So that is how I'm gonna leave the to-do list. I'm gonna leave this space for, okay. Well, I have 1 extra space for to-dos, but hopefully nothing else comes up. But anyway, I will leave that space there. And then I'm gonna leave the bottom alone for right now, just because if more stuff comes up, I'm gonna need more listing space. So it's just a tackle the list kind of a day. So basically, I'm trying to decide how I wanna put in my stuff here. So maybe I will tackle the calendar session after work. After lunch. I should be all done with like all of this work stuff, and then I probably will get the edits back in the afternoon. And actually I could do like a double editing afternoon after that and edit a video that I need to edit and also deal with the edits that I got from work. Okay, so that's how I'm gonna leave it for Wednesday. Basically, after I get my draft to editing, can take a break, relax for a little bit until I get it back. And then in the afternoon, I am going to tackle this massive list of phone calls and follow-ups. So I will be back probably right after I finish that, so I can let you know that I did it, and also so that I can set up Thursday. Okay, good afternoon. So it has been a little bit of a day. It is Wednesday afternoon. It's around 3 p.m. I want to get set up before I have to go pick up the kids. I have just had a bit of a day. I have like just a lot of shifting schedule stuff today. So I had a call, get scheduled, then get rescheduled, and another call, get scheduled. I don't know. It's just a lot of like stuff shifting. We had a little panic at school, but everything worked out okay, and I didn't have to go get anybody, so we're good. Everything is good. So I had, like I said, this was a call. It was supposed to go on here. It was not even on here, and then it ended up getting rescheduled, and I feel like if I cover it, then I might as well even just white it out. I don't know. It's rescheduled for tomorrow now, so I think I'm just gonna white this out. I got all of the work stuff I needed to get done, and I worked my way through this whole calendar session list except for one thing, but it was not very productive. I'm just gonna white this whole thing out and try again here. It was not very productive. There was like way more stuff that I was expecting to just like, you just need to execute this, that ended up requiring follow-ups and like stuff that should have been really easy, which like signing my daughter up for Hebrew school, but it just for some reason was not easy. So anyway, I did all of these things. This one, the school activities stuff, my husband and I need to figure this out a little bit more with the schedules. So that is that. So this requires another follow-up. That's good. This is an ongoing saga. That's good, that's good, that's good. So, and then these, I think I might just like turn these ones into stars and add in some stuff here. Okay. I have so much white out on this page that nothing is going to show up perfectly. Okay, so I think I'm probably going to want to put down something here because it's just a lot of white out, and it's really hard to write on top of the white out. So I think I'm going to put a piece of washi up there. I actually think that I'm going to just write down, you know, I'm going to use one of these little checklists from Scribble Prints Go, because why not? Maybe the yellow one. This is like a little bit of a follow-up section. Okay, so that's it for Wednesday, and I will have that back to reference. Now we can set up for Thursday if I remember what washi I was using. So I'm going to try and do this a little bit fast because I only have 9 minutes until I need to leave for carpool. So we're going to go. Literally said that and now cannot find my pen that I was looking for, like my 0.5. So tomorrow it's supposed to rain. That's fun. Then my call that was supposed to be today was rescheduled for tomorrow. And it's also publishing day at work, which is, I guess this is kind of the same way that I marked the video, but whatever. So I'm still waiting for one last set of edits, which I will actually put back on Wednesday. And then after that, it gets like all loaded up and then I have to approve it. So that's the only thing I'll hopefully, fingers crossed, need to do for work tomorrow. We've got, and I won't, after waking up 2 days in a row really early, I won't have to do that tomorrow. I can just get up regular, do the usual morning routine. Although I honestly don't mind. I always say this, but like I feel like I do my best writing at like 6 o'clock in the morning, which is just, it's just a thing. I'm so used to writing with the 0.5 pen. This feels so weird right now, but I do like this pen too. I just don't know what I did with my 0.5. Okay, so that's that. And then I have the call for work. So I'm gonna put that in here. Okay, so I think that that's it for right now. I'll run through my list again just to make sure I didn't miss anything that I already knew I wanted to do for today, but mostly just finishing up everything for publication. And I've got the baby with me tomorrow as well, so we'll be hanging out, and then I'll see kind of how things go in the afternoon, but gonna try and finish up some of the things that kind of got messed up today and tomorrow afternoon, and also try and do a little bit of work because I am trying to write something on Friday. So that is it for today. I will be back tomorrow and I will let you know how it all goes. Okay, so it is Thursday afternoon. It's around 2 p.m. and I just have about 15 minutes before I need to hop on a call for work, which got rescheduled from yesterday, but I haven't really added anything else in here. I am super exhausted. I love the way the all yellow looks in here. I'm feeling it. I don't know if I'm gonna add anything into this box over here, but I don't have anything else to add to my to-do list right now. So I am just gonna hustle up and set up Friday, and I am, like I said, I'm really exhausted, and right after this I need to go get on the phone. So I am just gonna do Friday as a speed setup, so enjoy. So I decided to set Friday up as a super speedy one, so I'm just speeding this up like 8 times, so that's really, really fast. And you've seen how I kind of do each day, and it hasn't really changed throughout the week, and I've talked through a bunch of them, but if you have anything you have questions about, you can definitely let me know in the comments. Also, if you have a preference for the way that these Plan With Me's are formatted, like if you would rather see shorter videos where I just do 1 or 2 days at a time, or if you like seeing the whole week, or if you prefer the sped up versus the talk through, or you like the mix, you can always let me know down in the comments down below. Generally speaking, I do what I'm going to feel like, but I'm happy to hear what everyone thinks because that definitely has an influence as well. It just kind of depends on what I'm feeling during the day, and I was just so tired, and it's really hard to talk through a video knowing that I'm like about to get on the phone with people and have to talk for about an hour after that. So I really did not feel like talking through this whole thing then, which is totally, that's just a lot of talking, and I wanted to rest up my voice and make sure I was all fresh for my call and everything. I did grab some tie-dye wash from the original tie-dye release that wasn't out in my washi bin, but I just thought it looked really nice and I was just really feeling this softer color, so I just added that to my pile for the week. And then I just did a little quote, a little happy Friday at the bottom, because I was really feeling it after this week, very much in a happy Friday kind of a mood. But anyway, that is it for today. I will be back tomorrow and I will set up for the whole weekend. Okay, good afternoon. It is Friday. It's about 2 p.m. I have had an incredibly unproductive day, but that is okay. That is just what has happened. I am very PMSy right now, so I just really didn't feel like doing anything, and I decided not to push myself on the work stuff because I just feel like when I try, there are things that I can do for work where, like, even if I'm not really feeling it, it's okay, I can still do it and get it done. Writing is not one of those things, and I was like, if I sit down to write right now, it's gonna take me this whole time and I'm not even gonna get like anything done, because it's just, if you're not in the flow, you're not in the flow. So anyway, I didn't do a lot today, basically. I did film the rest of a Plan With Me, just like sat down, chilled out, listened to some podcasts. I got like all of the essential things that I needed to do done, except for the errands. I needed to wait till this afternoon, so I'm gonna leave a little bit early for camp and do the errands, and that's like the last thing that I need to do for my like essential must be done today kind of list, which sometimes it's okay to have a day like that. And then I'm just actually gonna set this section up, and I'm gonna make this for follow-ups, and just because I feel like I pushed a lot off today, so I might just want a little list of things that I need to come back to. So this is all stuff that I'm gonna circle back to. That's the wrong washi. So this is all stuff that I'm gonna circle back to like next week. I have a different place where for things that I'm gonna circle back to long term, and that I just keep in my phone, because I find that for stuff that's like more long term, more than a month out, etc., I just find that it's a little bit easier to just have in my phone, like scheduled in later, because I don't typically plan out in my physical planners more than a month, so in any of my spreads. So I have a couple of things that got moved to like my more long-term list for things that are kind of post back to school. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that as well. I use the app Notion for that. I did show that in my digital planning tools video. It's become a quick favorite of mine, like app-wise, and I originally heard about that from Plans with Laura on Instagram, and she actually has a like Go Wild University course on using Notion that I found super helpful. Okay, so I'm gonna move my habit tracker over. I had a really, really rough morning and totally had like an epic meltdown, but I'm trying to move on, feel a little bit better, and I just like, yeah, just having a very PMSy day, which I think I already mentioned. Okay, so then on for tomorrow, we're going to the beach this weekend. The beach tomorrow. I was sorry if that cut weird. I was trying to talk and write at the same time and it was just not happening. We're going to the beach for the weekend. We go a lot of weekends. It's my parents' beach house, so we do have some like last minute stuff that we always have to pack up, but we take like a couple of backpacks and stuff like that with us. We already have clothes down there for everybody since we do go almost every weekend during the summer, so that it's not like a full packing situation. Not too much going on. I'm not, you know, I don't do like a lot of, especially when we're away for the weekend, it's not like I'm getting a lot of stuff done, just mostly enjoying the family time and all of that. That being said, the one thing that I will say I usually do at the beach is after the kids have gone to bed, there's, you know, one living room TV and a lot of people because it's my parents and my brother and his family and stuff, and I am not a just watch whatever's on kind of a person for when it comes to TV. Like if I don't want to be watching it, I won't watch it. I'm not going to sit there and just watch for the sake of watching. So I actually tend to get a lot of video editing done while I'm at the beach because it's just like a really good quiet solo activity to do after the kids have gone to bed. So I've been doing that a lot and it's worked really well, so I will probably do that. I might try and scope my work thing that I was supposed to do today that I didn't do. But other than that, I guess I have my, well, I put the night stuff first, which is an interesting way to do that, but that's fine. I'm gonna say like pre-leave tidy. I guess I kind of have that on there already. I know I never use the whole to-do section on the weekends though. And then also, okay, and then I don't know what I'm gonna use the reminder for. Let's just put, this is, okay, so I have this dolphin, which is from this Scribble Prints kit that I just used. Oh, you know what? I totally realized that I thought I was using this in my, on this day I was using the stickers. I'm using two, I just recently planned with two different Scribble Prints one in my memory planner, which I just filmed, and one, which was what I was using in here, which I used in my functional planner this week. And I just totally like forgot what I was doing and I started grabbing deco from this other Scribble Prints kit, but it actually matches super well as well, and I think I'm just gonna stick with it. It was a, like, this was a mermaid themed kit and the other one is a beach themed kit, so. I'm gonna grab the blue pieces though, because this is like a very blue spread on both sides, so that is what we're doing there. Not the most original quote or anything like that. I'm not a big quote person, and I feel like half the time I just wrote like Happy Friday yesterday. I think I probably wrote Hustle one day this week, or oh, let's go. There you go. It's mixing it up a little here. I'm not a very like creative. I don't go out there and find quotes. I just write. I think once I wrote in here like back to school is coming. It's just like a practical quote, you know? Okay, anyway, that's what I'm gonna do for Saturday. So then on to Sunday, I'm gonna set up both days and then I will come back once this week is over and just show you anything that I've added on since I left, which is how I did this last time and I felt like it worked super well. I am gonna use the Galaxy washi today just because I want to. It's really, I really like this Galaxy washi. This is the one from this summer, and it's got that iridescent bubble overlay, which is what it's called. It looks like kind of like that paper from like Michael's or from a craft store that was popular like a couple years ago, if you were around then, where you could just like take all your die cuts and stuff like that and stick this tape over it, or this paper over it. It was like kind of transparent, and it had just like a shimmer bubble, an iridescent bubble overlay effect to it. And I feel like I still have a ton of die cuts that I covered in that stuff. So yeah, it's got that look to it. The tie-dye effects on the sparkling star one is just really gorgeous too. I love tie-dye washis. Like, the original ones were some of my favorite. When she released these new ones, I was so excited. Let's see what the weather is for Sunday. Oh no, it's nice. I thought my husband told me it wasn't gonna be that nice, but he's wrong, at least according to my phone. Okay, so now the tricky part about Sunday is sometimes we drive home Sunday afternoon and sometimes we drive home on Monday morning, and it just kind of depends on how the day's going. I have a pretty strong preference for leaving on Sunday afternoon. We've done the Monday thing a few times and it just always makes me feel so hectic, but sometimes it's just like nice to be able to stay. If it's a super nice day and like if we want a longer beach day, it's pretty hard to do that. So I might actually just, I don't know, not even put that in. Either way, there are some things that are gonna happen, you know, whether or not we leave, but I may just kind of fill this out more on the fly. And then when I pop back on Monday to check in and do like a final wrap up, I can show you what actually happened. Okay, so I don't know, and I don't want to pretend that I do know, so I'm just going to leave my planner like that. The decorative base is all set up. I've got a couple of things on the list that we'll have to do either way, and I'm going to just leave the rest of this as is, and then I will just see how it goes, and I will set it up when I am at the beach if I want to, or if not, I'll maybe back plan it a little or whatever, but we'll just see what happens. Usually at the beach I end up doing it because I do usually end up sitting with my planner for like at least a few minutes. So that's kind of it for right now. The last thing that I wanted to mention was that I totally did not do anything with that whole decorative setup that I did in the front here. So I am not really sure what I want to do with that. I got through all of the things on my top 3 list, which was nice, but I didn't do anything in these. But I was thinking maybe I would do like a little memory keeping or something in there, which is not something I usually do in my functional planner, except for in like this one specific line a day space, but I might do that. So I will think about that and I will let you know when I do my wrap up on Monday what's going on there. Okay, so it is now Monday morning of the following week. I am all wrapped up, so I thought I would just come back, give you one final flip through and let you see what I ended up doing with that notes page I put in the beginning, and also how my Sunday and weekend spreads turned out. So first of all, on that spread, I ended up just switching out what it said at the top here and decided to leave the this week alone since I had put my top 3 for the week in there. But what I ended up doing is, because I didn't look at this again until Sunday, I actually made a weekly overview for next week. So now really this should obviously be on this blank page that I didn't use, but I had already set this up and I didn't want to waste it. And I was not ready to do a full functional setup in my Agendio for next week. So I decided to just jot a couple things down that are like scheduled on specific days. We have a really busy week this week because it is the last week of camp. So that is what I ended up using this page for. So that worked out nicely. I may do that again from time to time, but we'll just see. So anyway, then on Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, here is my Friday. Saturday, I didn't really end up adding very much to, just kind of like left it alone. I do think this looks really pretty. Just a very simple spread there. I love the little stickers and everything. And then here is Sunday. We did end up coming back from the beach fairly early in the day. So just hung out in the afternoon, did some activities with the kids, watched a movie, and then got like a bunch of stuff done plan for the week ahead. And then here is where my little sticky note with my habit trackers ended up for the week. I actually did really like using this and having this and like moving it around from day to day. So I will definitely be doing that again. And that is kind of everything. So if you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I'd love it if you'd subscribe and check me out on Instagram at mycraftyplans to keep up with everything going on in all my planners. Bye.